as we're brought to you in America, and we're talking about this game here. There's only a couple seconds left. What is he gonna do? Zhao going to the paint, and they're gonna win the game. Zhou Yao grew up in Qingdao, China. And growing up in leagues, he always had to play with people older than him, and he was much smaller. So even though he made great passes and great plays, his teammates just weren't able to make shots. And I mean, he was 12, 13 years old going up against 17-year-olds, and they were making him look little. And not only did they make him look little, but he was little. Going into high school, he was only 4'9". I mean, everybody looked like giants. But he's now in his senior season, and he's the #1 high school Chinese player. And his team ended up going 14-2, and he had an impressive season, 11 assists and 19 points. And like expected, he got the China Basketball High School Player of the Year. And not only did he win that award, but he also had to face one of his rivals from last season. But they weren't an issue as the Dragons won the championship. And Zhou Yao, he led the team with 14 points and 14 assists. But Zhou Yao was now about to go to the Chinese Basketball Association, which isn't a joke. So he decided to work hard in the offseason and try to get better. And he was already getting better. I mean, he was getting bigger, and he was already the #1 ranked player in the whole entire league. But he was going to have to deal with former NBA players who in this league are stars. And after seeing his debut, 12 points and 12 assists, I know he's going to have a great season. And he ended up getting the Young Star Award. He also was the Jeremy Lin Award winner, and he qualified for FIBA as a rookie. But he wasn't able to get the Most Dominant Player Award as it went to Hu's son. And Zhou Yao's team didn't do too bad as they went 19-12. And taking a look at the man's stats, he went crazy, 20 points and 10 assists. But enough about the stats, it was time for the Ducks to win some playoff games. As they started off facing an expansion team in Turkey, and it was a good series, but at the end of the day, the Belgian Bucks was able to get it done. But it didn't matter because they just choked the 2-0 league to the Nanjing Monkeys. But it did feel better to know that they had the best player and they won the championship. And I know this has nothing to do with the storyline, but this man played 26 years. He is 47 years old and he's just now retiring. The man's got gray hair. And at this point, Zhou Yao has grown to his maximum height. He might gain a little bit of pounds, but he's done growing. I'm excited to see what he'll do this year. But with the lack of exposure in the Chinese Basketball League, rumors are saying he might go and transfer to a place in America to play basketball. But it's time to view the award winners. Let's see. I want to see what he won. And immediately they have Zaquan won the Young Star Award. Veteran of the Year goes to Hu's son. And Jeremy Lin Award goes to Zhou Yao. And I'm not surprised he won the Most Dominated Player Award because 25-11 is crazy. But what's even more crazy is having all these good stats and all this good hype just to lose to the same team you lost to last year, and they went to go get the championship again. But while Zhou Yao was training, getting ready for the Olympics, he didn't know it yet, but he had a big decision to make. He had to decide if he wanted to declare for the NBA draft already, go play another season in the Chinese league, or go to a college. And after sitting down and thinking about it, Zhou Yao posted this on Hoopgram. So as you can see, Zhou Yao decided to go to college and commit to Nebraska. He's the 20th ranked player, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do. But he was on the World Chinese team for now, and he had Hun Sao and all the other good players. And the Chinese team did get into the tournament, but they had to face the U.S. team, and we all know the U.S. team is unbeatable. And just look at what Joel Embiid does to Zhou Yao right there. So yeah, the China team kind of got crushed. And we're halfway through the season. I'm looking at everything, and he hasn't won any awards. I mean, he is 4th for the points, and it's crazy how averaging 28 points per game and 10 assists isn't enough to get you anything. And we just simulated to the end of the season and nothing's changed. I mean, he's not winning any awards, it looks like. His stats did in fact drop a little bit, which I don't like. But what's even worse than that is going 18-62. You're telling me in the whole season we can only win 18 games. And what were the scouts doing? Because these recruits are buns. Why the heck did Yao commit here? And I know this doesn't have much to do with the simulation, but why did they fire Greg Popovich? He was a 5-star. You don't fire 5-star coaches. But yeah, that season was basically a wash, and now he has no choice but to declare for the draft because he's going to be too old to go back. And yeah, this video might be ending early if he doesn't get drafted. And even though he had incredible stats, his height and size made him drop to 48 ranked. And what do the Spurs have going on? They fired him and now they're signing him again. I'm confused. But here we are in the draft. They got VJ Edgecombe going first over Cooper Fleeg. And Dylan Harper is going to go third. Ace Bailey going to go fourth. Fifth, Trey Johnson here. And this might be a while until we see Yao. And Kevin Knock Jr. picked right there. I wasn't expecting him to go before him. Nola Esteen. Yao goes 14th. Not quite sure why it says he went to Penn State, but we're so excited for him. But looking at his team's roster, it's pretty stacked. They have a lot of guards going. They have Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton, and then the 2 starters. So I'm kind of nervous for Yao because I don't know how his career is going to plan out. But we're going to simulate his first season to see how many minutes he gets. And yeah, it's pretty bad. He's not getting any minutes at all. And if he doesn't develop the right way, he could be released. But let's simulate his rookie season to see if he gets any playing time. And I'm not surprised the Utah Jazz were the worst team in the NBA. And I'm looking around at the roster and Yao's not even on the team. They might have released him. And I found out he's been released by the Utah Jazz and picked up by the Charlotte Hornets, and his stat line is not looking good. And I mean, he's not really seeing the court. He only got 4 minutes. And I was like, maybe they could make the playoffs and he could get a ring without doing anything, but it's the Hornets. It's the Hornets. I was certain he was going to at least get on the all-rookie second team, but he couldn't even do that. Cooper Flagg took home Rookie of the Year, and Jason Tatum got MVP. But we're not too focused on that. We're focused on this year's Summer League because Yao was going to be starting. And in the Summer League, Yao was unstoppable. You could just tell he was a whole different player, as he was the Summer League's best passer. And Brandon Posisky ended up taking MVP. But now it was time to get ready for the Summer League playoffs, and we had the number 2 seed, so we had a bye week. But we later had to face the Brooklyn Nets, and somehow we were able to beat them. But next we had to face Washington, and they're a really good team because they're the worst team in the NBA, so that means they're the best team in the Summer League. And like expected, we weren't able to get it done. And Bronny James was the best player in the Summer League championship. But this was Yao at the beginning of last year, and this is him going into this season. You see he's a little bit better ranked, and he's a better player. But based off of minutes so far, it's not looking like he's going to get any playing time again. And I was shocked because he actually ended up getting a lot of playing time. He had 8 points per game and 7 assists. And you can just see on the stats, he's getting better each year. And even though Charlotte is Charlotte and they couldn't make the playoffs, Yao was starting to show why he could be a star. As you can also see, he was 4th in the most improved player. And we have Victor Oladipo trying to be a coach before GTA 6. Did I hit the meme right? Donovan Mitchell will also win Finals MVP. In a blockbuster trade, LaMelo Ball to the Nuggets. I have to check this out. And look at that trade. All that for LaMelo Ball. That I'm speechless. And oh no, Yao is a free agent again. They released him. And the Nuggets are really trying to win a championship because they just brought in Luka. And the season officially started and he's still not signed. This is not looking good, guys. If Yao doesn't pick it up and try to find his groove, this series could be done. So he decided to sign with the Indiana Pacers. You see, the new look is a little bit different. He grew out a beard, and he hasn't played in a whole entire year, but their team is really, really good. And if they don't do any trades, it's looking like he could get a little bit of playing time this year. And LaMelo Ball is just hopping around teams now. And hold on, let me see their roster, because they could be chasing another championship. And the Indiana Pacers end up going first in their conference. They have a squad. Yao is getting better each year. year, even though in 2027 he didn't play. But yet he's still not able to win any awards. And even though they were able to beat the Bucks, it wouldn't matter because they got swept by the Celtics and Jason Tatum gave them 40. But after that season, Yao was now 25 years old. And I just thought about how long of a way I've came from this, and you guys still don't care to subscribe. And a lot of stuff is happening this offseason, so I hope Yao doesn't get caught into it. And is that Bryce James? And yes, I'm so happy Yao did not get traded at all. And I'm not really impressed with his stats either. They kind of stayed the same. I think he's in his peak right now. I mean, at least he was ranked 9th for the 6th Man of the Year award. But other than that, he still hasn't won any awards this whole entire simulation. And what's up with these NBA players really trying to be coaches? Like, y'all aren't coaches, man. But the Indiana Pacers ended up being good yet again, and they were the 2nd seed on the East. And not only did they beat the Toronto Raptors, but they also beat Washington. And now here we are against the Brooklyn Nets, game 7 to see who's going to the finals. Please, come on, Indiana. Show me some. Indiana's down right now. Brooklyn has the lead. I don't know if they can keep it up. I don't know. These shots aren't going good. We're catching up. We're catching up. We take the league. We take the league. Oh my gosh, we might win it. We might win it. I gotta jump in. Okay, we got a close one here on game 7. Come on, Shepard. Showing us a little spin move. Wide open Segan, back to Shepard, wide open Siakam for 3. Bang! We have a really good chance of actually closing this out. They got Melton and Zaire Williams with the 3. Come on, Halliburton. Show me the sauce. Show me the sauce, Halliburton. No, give it back to Halliburton. Give Halliburton the ball. What are you doing? Yes. Come on. Come on, Halliburton. End the game. End the game. Mid-range. Mid-range. There we go, Halliburton. And you can tell they're really trying to come back, but it might be too late. Let's just get this possession right here. If we can get this will close out the game. Halliburton, who's going to do it? Why do y'all keep giving the ball to him? Like, he's not even really that good. I mean, he's probably a bot. Sugan right there, that will close out the game. And what a coincidence, our opponents will be the Thunder, but it won't be SGA, it'll be Cade Cunningham. And here we are, the Pacers and Yao has a chance to win his first championship. And it was starting off pretty good because Indiana won the first game, but the Thunder would win their first game right after that. And then they would take game 3, blowing us out 150-90. Like, how does that even happen? Halliburton, what is going on? And this is why they don't call him a superstar. We don't care about the assists. We need you to score. And unfortunately for us, I mean, we lost. I have no words for how we choked that. We couldn't have won. So now we have to sit there in sadness while they struggle to open up bottles. And stupid dumb head Jalen Williams wins finals MVP. And this makes no sense. I swear they just released Brogdon a few days ago. And I'm kind of nervous for Yao because he's on his final year of his contract, and if he doesn't play good, they're gonna release him. And I know they're really trying to win this year because they just traded 5 years worth of picks for Pablo Banchero. And Pablo Banchero is still good. I mean, he's the #1 ranked player at his position, but a $53 million contract is a lot on this game. Some guys might need to be released. So let's start free agency and find out what happens. And in the second week, the Indiana Pacers got Isaiah Coiler, and they gave up like some stuff for him. And Isaiah Coiler's ranked lower than Yao, which isn't good for us. And looking at the roster, they only have 11 players, and Yao is definitely getting cut. They only have $4 million cap space. And maybe, never mind about that thought, his stats just look the same every year now, but he did pretty good. I mean, it does make a big difference when you have 3 different people on your team averaging 20 plus points per game. And I'm really not sure how Trae Young won MVP yet again when Halliburton is having very similar stats and their record is way better. But this is the problem when you have big threes, you lose to teams you shouldn't lose to. And Yao, what the heck are you doing? And Sugan didn't even play because it said he was resting. So yeah, another season, another wash, and another same old year for Yao. The Oklahoma City Thunder win it back-to-back as Cade Cunningham wins finals MVP. And I mean, Yao's career with the Indiana Pacers are over. I mean, they need to sign Tyrese Halliburton, they need to sign Sugan, they need to sign everybody. And they also drafted a 3-star rookie point guard with 4.5-star potential. So like expected, Isaiah Coiler gets paid, Halliburton obviously gets paid, Sengun, he gets paid also. But now it's time to see where Yao lands in free agency. And oh my gosh, he ends up on the Brooklyn Nets as a starter so far. He's starting in front of D'Angelo Russell, which, what does he have going on with his beard? But that doesn't matter. He's about to start. This is about to be crazy. 16 points per game and 12 assists. That's all I have to say. And even though the team is not really that good, and we also lost in the play-in against the Miami Heat, Ziyao was not only the assist leader, but he was also the most improved player. And the Thunder are on a generational run right now. I mean, I can't even explain it. Another coach gonna get fired just to get re-signed. And I haven't checked this in a while. I see Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Chris Paul. James Harden's a little iffy for being number 5, but that's cool. Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green. That's cool. Kevin Love? Kevin Love? And what the heck? The Nets just signed a generational point guard. And Ziyao is nowhere to be found on the roster. What the heck is going on? And there's no way he retired. Come on, what the heck? I have no idea what to say. You don't retire when you just had 16 points per game. Ziyao, you're so stupid. Why did the Nets even do that? You know, I think I know why. Because it's JaVale McGee. Of course he does that. Just for that, you're getting fired. You're getting fired. I don't care. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I guess Ziyao got tired of being a journeyman. But yeah, like and subscribe. Peace.